And you have 5 children.
Dude, they're awesome. Kids are awesome, by the way. You guys should all have kids. Kids are great.
Elon Musk welcomes 14th child, baby number 4 with Shivon Zilis. 14 kids, yes, 14. Elon Musk has just welcomed yet another child, his 4th with Shivon Zilis, and at this point, his family tree is starting to look like a space mission manifest. But while Musk keeps pushing his pro-natalist agenda, his personal life is spiraling into chaos. His own father just called him a bad dad. Grimes is publicly begging him to step up for their kids, and now his parenting choices are making headlines for all the wrong reasons. So, is Musk just a billionaire with a big family, or is there something much messier going on behind the scenes? Oh, and before we get into it, if you love staying on top of wild celebrity sagas and the latest drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Is Elon Musk the kind of dinner guest who turns a casual night into a fever dream? Well, let's just say that if you invite him over, be ready for some unexpected conversation topics. This man isn't just throwing out bold takes on AI and Mars colonization, he allegedly has a habit of offering up his genetic material like it's a complimentary side dish. Yep, according to a New York Times report, Musk once casually offered his sperm to a married couple at a Silicon Valley dinner party. And no, they weren't close friends. He had only met them a few times. Imagine passing the mashed potatoes and getting handed that kind of proposition. Wild, right? Musk, of course, denies it ever happened, but when you're on a personal mission to combat underpopulation and have already fathered 14 kids, let's just say people aren't finding it too hard to believe. See, Musk isn't just having kids, he's practically leading a movement. He's one of the loudest voices in the pro-natalist camp, a group that believes the world needs way more babies, especially in developed countries. Some of these pro-natalist ideas start to sound really close to eugenics and some seriously outdated views on women's roles in society. Musk sees himself as saving humanity. But at what point does saving civilization start looking like a billionaire's personal science experiment? Elon Musk is free to have all the obsessions he wants, whether it's sending humans to Mars, meme posting at 3 a.m., or apparently creating his own population. But the real issue, now that he's besties with Donald Trump, he actually has the power to turn those obsessions into real policies. Much has been said about Musk's rumored role in Trump's proposed Department of Government Efficiency, which, let's be honest, sounds like a department designed to make things worse. But let's not pretend Musk is only interested in cutting budgets. He seems to want a say in everything, including somehow people's personal lives. Just recently, he doubled down on his belief that not having kids should be the real fear, tweeting, "Instead of teaching the fear of pregnancy, we should teach the fear of childlessness." Because apparently, civilization is on the brink of collapse if people stop making mini Musks. Speaking of mini Musks, the billionaire is now officially a father 14 times over. Yep, Shivon Zilis just announced the arrival of their 4th child together, a baby boy named Sheldon Lycurgus. She dropped the news in an X post on February 28th, and Musk kept it simple, replying with a heart emoji. Classic Musk, more kids, minimal commentary. But social media? Oh, it had plenty to say. The reactions ranged from, "Wow, another one? Well, at least the baby will be well taken care of," to "Beautiful couple, loved seeing you at the White House together." Because yes, Musk and Zilis were just spotted at a White House event, looking like a power couple straight out of a sci-fi novel. Some fans even gushed over their relationship, with one saying, "I see respect and love. Congratulations to Sheldon for having a mother like you." And just like that, another Musk heir has entered the world. The question is, how many more are coming? Elon Musk's love life is so secretive, nobody really knows how long he and Shivon Zilis have been involved. But in 2022, their relationship became public knowledge when court documents revealed they had quietly welcomed twins, Strider and Azure, the year before. And in true Musk fashion, they didn't just name the kids. They made sure to tweak their last names too, giving them Musk as the surname and Zilis as their middle name. Because, of course, regular baby announcements just aren't his style. Now, fast forward, and Musk and Zilis are parents again. Their latest addition, Sheldon Lycurgus, joins their growing clan along with their 1-year-old daughter Arcadia. And according to an insider who spoke to People, Musk really loves Shivon. Well, with 4 kids together, that much is pretty obvious. But wait, Musk's baby count doesn't stop there. His family tree is practically turning into a forest. He also has 3 children with his ex, Grimes. His first son with her, XAEA12, yes, that's still his legal name, is now 4. Then there's his daughter, Exadark Cedarile, who's 3, and his youngest son, Technomechanicus, who's 2. And before Grimes, Musk had 5 kids with his first wife, Justine Wilson, twins Griffin and Vivian, born in 2004, and triplets Kai, Saxon, and Damien, who arrived in 2006. Sadly, his first son, Nevada Alexander, passed away at just 10 weeks old in 2002. In February 2025, a woman named Ashley St. Clair came forward, claiming she had Musk's 13th child. Now, whether that claim holds up or not, one thing's for sure, Musk is not slowing down anytime soon. At this rate, we might need an official Musk family registry just to keep track. But here's where things take a turn, because apparently, not everyone is impressed with Elon's ever-expanding family tree. And leading the charge is his own father, Elon Musk. Yep, in a twist straight out of a messy family drama, Errol just called his billionaire son a bad father. Elon and his dad have never exactly been on great terms. Musk has previously said that his father has done almost every evil thing you can possibly think of, which, let's be real, is quite the statement. But now, Errol is firing back. In a recent episode of the Wide Awake podcast, he was asked if Elon is a good father. And let's just say, he did not hold back. His response? No, he hasn't been a good father. The first child was too much with nannies and died in the care of a nanny. If Elon hears this, he's going to shoot me or something. That first child he's referring to is Nevada Alexander, Musk's son, who tragically passed away at just 10 weeks old from sudden infant death syndrome. It's a heartbreaking loss, but Errol's way of bringing it up definitely raised some eyebrows. And if that wasn't strange enough, Errol then went on to suggest that the way Elon raised his kids somehow led to one of his children, and one of his brother, Kimball's children, being transgender. His words? Elon's gotta deal with it. It's a bit worrying. Now, that comment alone is enough to leave people shaking their heads. Meanwhile, Elon's estranged trans daughter, Vivian Wilson, has been vocal about her issues with him. Now 20 years old, she's made it clear she wants nothing to do with her father. Her mother, Justine Musk, shares 6 children with Elon, but Vivian has completely distanced herself from him since becoming an adult. And yet, despite his father's harsh words and his daughter cutting ties, Musk keeps moving forward, often with at least one of his kids in tow. His young son, XAEA12, has been seen by his side in Washington, D.C., including at a press conference in the Oval Office with none other than Donald Trump. At this point, Elon Musk seems to be treating the White House like his own personal daycare. On Thursday, he brought 3 of his kids, X, Azure, and Strider, to meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the White House. Now, while Musk may see this as just another bring your kids to work moment, his ex, Grimes, was not amused. In fact, she was furious. She took to Musk's own platform, X, to slam him for putting their son in the spotlight, especially at a high-profile press conference. He should not be in public like this, she wrote. However, Grimes' frustration with Musk goes way beyond public appearances. She's actually been begging him, publicly, to stop being a deadbeat dad. Things hit a breaking point when, right as Musk was making yet another headline-grabbing appearance at a conservative conference in Washington, D.C., she was desperately trying to get his attention for something way more important. One of their kids was having a serious medical crisis. Grimes, clearly at her wit's end, took to X in now-deleted posts, directly calling Musk out. She didn't share details about which child was affected, but her frustration was loud and clear. In another post, she said Musk hadn't responded to texts, calls, or emails and skipped every meeting. But while Grimes was literally begging him to prioritize his child's health, where was Musk? Oh, just casually taking the stage at the Conservative Political Action Conference in Washington, D.C., wearing sunglasses and a MAGA cowboy hat. And if you thought he'd at least appear sharp and composed, think again. He came across as erratic, struggling to form coherent sentences, and social media wasted no time speculating about what was going on. Ketamine quickly started trending. Because, let's not forget, Musk has openly admitted to taking the drug. And just when you think this story couldn't get weirder, Musk ended the whole thing by waving around a chainsaw. Yes, an actual chainsaw, handed to him by Argentine President Javier Milei, claiming it was for cutting down government bureaucracy. So let's recap. While his child was allegedly facing lifelong health issues, Musk was out there dodging calls, making wild speeches, and waving chainsaws. At this point, the only question left is, does he ever run out of ways to surprise people? So, what's your take on all this? Is Musk shaping the future with his ever-expanding bloodline, or is this just billionaire-level irresponsibility? Drop your thoughts below. I need to hear what you think. And hey, if you've made it this far, you clearly enjoy the deep dives, so go ahead and subscribe. There's so much more to cover. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.